One thing I am worried about is that Dillon Brooks was looking like the Canadian Mamba for sure. Against Team USA, 39 points. He had the antics going. I'll say this, man. I know you feel the same way. Because I know you're a fan of Dillon the Villain as well. I'm not going to miss a lot. I don't think I'm going to miss a lot basketball-wise from Dillon. But there are so many things about Dillon that had nothing to do with him putting a ball in the basket, or not putting the ball in the basket. That I'm going to miss more. I'm going to miss his stuff, man. His antics, the stuff he said, his confidence. You're talking about a dude who, no matter what you say about Dillon Brooks, you can never say that he took games off. You never say a game you feel like he was half-assing it. Like, you know what I mean? Like he's a very entertaining dude, man. And he embraced being a villain. I'm going to miss that about him at all. Do you think we'll have any regrets on the court as far as Dillon is concerned?
I don't think so. I enjoyed being around Dillon, and
he's great,
the Dillon the Villain thing, was fun to talk about. Dillon was one of the guys. He would sign every autograph. He'd take every picture. He was great with kids. I think what ended up
great with his kids.
Great with his kids. I think his persona became so big that it outstripped his performance on the court. And so people were more interested in the fits, the comments. And then the other thing, too, is, the persona was such that, okay, he's missing games because he's too many technical fouls. He's getting kicked out of games. Well, the best ability is availability. And if you're not available to your team, obviously it's going to hurt you. I mean, there were games where Dillon was absolutely fantastic, and then there were games in the playoffs against the Lakers where Dillon really, really struggled. And he's one of those. The three would go up, and half the time you're like, and then maybe hit like 4 in a row. It was you never knew what you were going to get with him.
Because I was telling people were getting excited because, like, man, look at Dillon, look at his numbers. He shot like 60-something% from three in the FIBA. I'm like, look, man, I've seen 2 to 3 week stretches of Dillon where he's done the same exact thing, where he looks like that guy who's this perfect 3-and-D player. And I've seen stretches where he, can't do nothing. But I think all the stuff he did is calculated. I think he wants to be a villain. I think he wants to get that, because that's marketable, man. That's money. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, more people were talking about Dillon Brooks, and most guys, most media people aren't talking about guys that average 12, 13 points a game. But they talked about him because he was colorful. He was Dennis Rodman without the tattoos.
Exactly. And the league is kind of running out of bad guys. You got Draymond Green. You got what's his name? Patrick Beverly, those type of guys. But as far as that, Dillon's like, look, man, the league could be mine in a minute. I could be a prime villain in a couple of years. So I think everything he's doing was calculated. But I just think at certain points of the season, it kind of got away from him. It kind of got bigger than what he his own personal comfort level as far as they're concerned. But yeah, I wish him the best, man. But I'm not going to say good riddance and nothing like that, because there are aspects of his game I am going to miss. But yeah, man, I don't. I'm definitely gonna miss the pure entertainment that he brought to this city for years, man.
Yeah, for good or for ill, he's in the division, so you're gonna see him 4 times a year. Yeah.
And I tell people all the time, like I'm not surprised that he cut the villain stuff up on 30 when he played against Team USA, because I noticed stuff that a lot of people just don't notice. And Dillon Brooks would jump the national anthem every game, man. When they would play the national anthem, he would go out and do something before the song was over. And I'd be like, this dude is a maniac for sure. But yeah, shout out to Dillon Brooks. Shout out to Dillon for sure.